and them that dwell in heaven. It was given to him to make war with the saints. And to do what? To overcome them. And power was given to him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. You're walking with me still because I don't want to lose it. When we compare this little on power with the papacy meaning papal Rome, Rome ruled by the popes. When we consider the similarities with the little on, we see a striking similarity with the papacy. And let us go through them quickly. The little horn rose from among the horns, the kingdoms. Papacy rose from among 10 divisions of the Roman Empire in Western Europe. Secondly, the little horn rises after 10 kings fell and were divided. The print is a bit small for me. But help me read if you can read it. The papacy rose to power 538 AD, which is after 476 AD, when Emperor Justinian handed power to the Pope. Number 3, the little horn is a little kingdom. The papacy is the smallest kingdom in Western Europe. It has only 109 acres. Read with me again. The little horn conquered what? 3 other kingdoms out of Rome. And the papacy did what? Conquered the Uli, the Ostrogoths, and the Vandals. 3 barbarian kingdoms. Number 5. The little horn has what? Eyes, ears, features of a human who speaks on its behalf. The papacy as the office of the Pope who speaks on its behalf. Number 6, the little horn is different, diverse. The papacy is what? Different. It is a religious system that rules politically. The little horn speaks blasphemy. The papacy speaks how? Blasphemy. Pause here. I'm glad you asked. How does it speak? Ferrari's Ecclesiastical Dictionary. Now, some of these things that you're going to hear are hard things. Now, I want to make a disclaimer here. We're not talking about people. This is not bashing people, as it were. This is unearthing a system that God, through prophetic symbolism, has revealed to us. There are many good, decent, upright people attached to this system. Good people. Many of which we will see in heaven. So this is not about people. It is about a system that we must be aware of. Remember the first time I spoke to you on prophecy in Matthew chapter 24? I said to you, listen, take heed that what? No one deceives you. In other words, be careful. Do not be fooled. So we read from the Ferrari's Ecclesiastical Dictionary, talking about speaking blasphemy. We read, the Pope is of so great dignity, so exalted, that he's not a man, but as it were, God and the vicar of God. The Pope is called what? Most holy. Because he is rightfully presumed to be such because he alone is the vicar of Christ. He continued. Moreover, the superiority and the power of the Roman pontiff are even over. Maybe you should read it with me to get the impact. Read it with me again. Moreover, the superiority and the power of the Roman pontiff are what? Even over angels, of which he is greater. So that, continue, if it were possible that angels might ever in the faith think contrary to the faith, they could be judged and excommunicated by the Pope. The Pope, as it were, it is where God on earth, sole sovereign of the faithful of Christ, chief King of kings, living being plenitude of power. Wow. There's ever a definition. You know what blasphemy means? Blasphemy is, you remember when Jesus was here and he said he was God, and the Pharisees accused him of being blasphemous? Because blasphemy is when you put yourself in the place of God. When you claim that you're God. And there are some claims in this that makes me as a Christian uncomfortable. Claims like, as it were, he's not a man, but he's God. Claims like he's called the most holy. He's the vicar of Christ. Claims like that he has superiority and power over angels. And that he has the power to judge angels. This is serious. There's another quote from the Popular Catholic Theology, Volume 6. I'd allow you to read that one. Read for me. Come on, man, read it. You're afraid to read it? Seek where you will through heaven and earth, and you will what? Find one created being who can forgive the sinner, who can free him from the chains of hell. That extraordinarily being what? The priest. The who? The priest. The priest not only declared the sinner is forgiven. Last time I checked, my Bible says only God can forgive sin. But he really forgives it. Priest raises his hand. He pronounced the word of absolution, and in an instant, quick as a flash, the chains of hell are burst asunder, and the sinner becomes a child of God. So great is the power of the priest. The judgments of heaven are subject to his decisions. Little horn, make war with the saints. Papacy, persecute the saints. The little horn thinks to change times and law. papacy seeks to change times and law. It says here, the Pope is of such great authority that he's able to modify, declare, or interpret even divine laws. I ask again, what has this to do with America the Great again? What has this to do with America? Come Friday night and I'll tell you the rest. Because we have come to a time where we need to understand these things. My sisters and my brothers, we are living serious times. This is not a time that we should be trifling with our Christianity. It's not a time that we should be playing church. These are serious times. And the entity that has destroyed God, people in the Middle Ages, persecute the saints, blaspheme God. Daniel and Revelation is telling us that history is going to repeat itself. And if there's one thing I know about the Word of God, is that it is sure. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. A lot of people are getting jittery with this coronavirus and we know as a people, this is not how the world is going to end. This is just a foretaste of something more cataclysmic that is about to come. And if we can't keep up with the footmen out in the world, are we going to run with the horses? And that is why God, in his wisdom, has placed it in your pastor's mind. Let us do a gospel and Bible prophecy for the people of Philan. And in the community, invite people of the community so that they can understand these things and order their steps. It is not business as usual anymore. And in case you have not realized it, my sisters and my brothers, we are living the time of the end. These are serious times. God has called men like my pastor, your pastor, and myself, and the elders of the church to tell it to the people. Open our dark understanding so that we can understand these things. God did not put it in a book to hide it from us. He put it there so that we can understand it. And even if we can't, then he gives you leaders of the church, pastors and evangelists to break these things down so that you can understand.
Amen.
That is why we are here doing this series. So next Friday when we come, we will conclude in part 2 of this state of our union. What is the state of America as it relates to Bible prophecy? My prayer is that as we contemplate these things, we will be drawn nearer, nearer to our Lord. I want to ask the musician to play that song, I am thine, O Lord. I've heard thy voice.